All right, income portfolio I started last May. You can see the progression through the end of 2024. And then so far in 2025, February 1495, and I'm estimating about $1,534 for this March. And here's a quick visual snapshot of the portfolio, just 6 high yield funds. You can see the total value is about $40,500, $21,300 of my own cash. I'm using a little bit more than $19,000 of margin, and the whole portfolio is down 13.67%. My two biggest funds are the two roundtail funds, the QDTE and the XDTE at 13 and about 8,000 each. And then the next two biggest funds are Ymax and then MSTY from the Yield Max group. And now just a quick comparison from last Friday, February 28th to this Friday, March 7th. I'll let you pause the video if you want to see the difference, but it did go down a little bit more in the past week. Okay, before moving forward with the portfolio review, every Friday is a payday with this income portfolio. It doesn't matter if the market's doing really well or doing really bad. Every Friday, this portfolio, my portfolio, is going to get paid. Today, March 7th, 2025, I have the 3 weekly payers of Ymax, XDTE, and QDTE. And then to support those weekly payers, I have 1 monthly payer, and this month or this week, it is Cony. So with Ymax, you can see I have the 504 shares. It had a really good week of 24 cents, or it paid $121. If you own the roundtail funds, you can see that it was weak, 14 and 15 cents. And then Cony, even though I think the yield was pretty different, the NAV is way down. It's under $10 now and paid 59 cents. So if you take the amount of shares you have versus what the distributions per share were, you do the multiplications. In total, I got paid $334. Okay, my reality screenshot. This is what my portfolio looks like. I have it sorted total gain and loss percentage wise. So this column right here. And here you can see that I'm down negative 13%, or about $6,400. Now, the 2 roundtail funds, they're weathering these past 2 weeks or this whole year better than the single stock ETFs. You can see XDTE is down about 6%, almost 7%. QDTE is down almost 9%. But the S&P has been getting hammered the last couple weeks. Definitely the NASDAQ 100 has been getting hammered, as well as the single stock funds are getting more hammered. So those dividends, that $334 I received, I minus the taxes, minus the return on capital, that type of thing, and I bought more MSTY. So I increased my MSTY position to about 321 shares. And then the dividends I received from XDTE and QDTE, I just reinvested in each respective fund to keep increasing the share count of XDTE and QDTE, because I have those long-term goals with them if you've been following me. But the snapshot from March 7th, 2025, you can see basically my portfolio was flat for that day. I was up $11. Everything was up except for MSTY, or MSTY, was down about 84 cents. Okay, now just a quick look at each of the 6 positions. Let's start with Cony. You can see the total value about $2,100, an average cost of $14.77. It is my biggest loser right now. You can see down 35%. Yesterday it was up a little bit, 14 cents, and finished the day at $9.50. Then we have MSTY, which is my smallest position right now. 100 shares with an average cost of $21.18. You can see in the past week or two, it got hammered. NVIDIA got hammered, down about 21%. They had a decent day yesterday, going up 26 cents, finishing at $16.56. Ymax, the Yield Max fund, a collection of funds. You can see my average cost is $17.40. with 504 shares, down almost 17%, or about $1,500. Hopefully this will increase once the S&P 500 gets some good news and pumps up these funds. I'm not complaining though. It paid over $100 in dividends. But anyway, Friday, it was up $95 or 19 cents, finishing the day off at $14.48. And then we have MSTY, better known as MSTY. It's going to become probably my biggest yield max position. I'm trying to get as many shares as I can while it's down in the low 20s or the teens. But you can see I now have 321 shares at an average cost of $26.15. I've been bringing this average cost down from the low 30s. So it's another, 20 shares or so. I should be in the $25 average cost range if the price stays in this low 20s here. But anyway, 321 shares, average cost of $26.15. Again, MSTY, Bitcoin, Strategy, aka MicroStrategy, they are down, so MSTY was down 84 cents, finishing the day at 21.77. Now to the two round tail fund, we'll start with XDTE, 181 shares. The average cost of $50.37. Finally had a decent day today, up 23 cents, finishing at $46.98. I'd really like to see this go back to at least $50. And then my biggest position, the QDTE. Again, the NASDAQ 100's been getting hit pretty hard these past couple weeks. But anyway, an average cost of $40.12 at 365 shares. You can see it's down almost about 9%. But Friday it had a decent day of up 23 cents, finishing at 36.61. Again, I would like to see this fund go back to $40, but we'll see. Now we're going to quickly jump back to this screenshot. This is what happened on Friday, March 7th. But if you add up all the dollar amount in each fund, you're going to get $40,575. And this net debit up here, that's how much margin I'm using, $19,250. So if I were to liquidate all the positions in this portfolio, Fidelity is going to get their $19,250 back. And I'd be left with $21,325. All right, if you made it this far in the video, hey, leave some comments. Let me know if you have the income portfolio, how your portfolio is doing during this, we're trending downward right now, so mine's been going way down. How is yours doing? Have you sold? Have you bought more? Let me know what you're doing. Folks, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.